Welcome back to Bourbon Unfiltered. So this is episode, I think, number 6. Got a few reviews and interviews under our belt. Do something a little bit different today. So we each picked a cigar to pair up with a bourbon. Hopefully ones that you guys can get. So I got a Casa Carrillo, Sumatra, and Shep has the My Father Judge. So I'll tell you the bourbon I paired with it, and I haven't had this since I had it at a tasting. I went to a store in Nashville and they were doing tastings of Chattanooga. And so I'd never had Chattanooga. I had seen it. They had 3 or 4 different offerings, all the way from their 91 proof to 111 proof. And so I had tried a couple of different ones, and I actually liked, like for the first time, the lower proof. And so I went with their 91 proof out of Chattanooga. It's only aged a little over 2 years. It's interesting. It's finished in uh, honey and some other something else, but it's finished and then a Solera barrel. So I don't know if you're familiar with those, but they have tiers, and they never empty that barrel. It's a 40,000 gallon barrel, and they always pull from the bottom, and then the whiskey moves down. So it's like a rotating system. And so because of that, I think it has a little bit more profile and tastes a little bit older than what it is. But I remember liking it. I haven't had it since we got home, so this will be a fresh crack. It's been about a month and a half now, almost 2 months
So now,
since I had it.
was it honey barrels or was it infused with honey?
So it was, I will tell you, I actually looked it up, so um, I can answer that question. So it was finished in, so fermented for 7 days. Um, it says oh, I'll tell you the other unique thing in a minute. But it's aged in 2 types of toasted and charred 53-gallon oak barrels. Aged a little over 2 years, 91 proof. It's a Tennessee high malt, so it has 4 grains, but 3 of them are malts.
Three
It only
malts.
is a batch size of 8 to 12 barrels per release, and the mash bill is made up of yellow corn, malted rye, caramel malted barley, and honey malted barley.
Okay.
So I think that's where I got the honey. And
I mean,
then it's
it sounds good.
do what? Yeah,
It sounds
fermented in 7 days, temperated fermentation, sorry, and then aged in 2 types of toasted and charred 53-gallon oak barrels, so double barrel finish, and then in a 4,000, I think I said 40 earlier, 4,000 gallon white oak Solera barrel that's never emptied. So that's the specs on it. Um,
oh, I've never had
Fresh
Chattanooga.
crack it.
I've seen them everywhere, but I've never had one.
Me neither. I mean, I only had it there for the first time.
So I've went with
Not a bad pop.
the Jack Daniel's Heritage, the 100 proof.
Okay.
Reason I went with this is because with the cigar has notes of sweet oak. It's got notes of chocolate, notes of cocoa. You know, um, I think it would pair well with the notes in the single barrel as well.
Okay.
So
Yeah, so
what?
my thought process was something a little sweeter to offset the stronger cigar. So we'll see.
So when you pair, or when you're looking to pair a bourbon with a cigar, what are you looking for? How are you pairing it with your cigar?
So I think my go-tos, the cigar blends, all have some finish to them, right? I'm looking for one that's not too sweet, but it's not the like E.H. Taylor profile that I like, right? So a little bit different. I'm looking for a little bit of a sweeter finish. But then I also really like pairing up double oaks with a cigar because I like that oaky, depends on the cigar, right? So if it's a really
Right.
strong cigar, like that Don Pepin from my father, would go, I think, really good with something like this. We'll see. And then I think like this Sumatra's a little lighter, or I've had the My Father, like the Judge or the My Father Blue, I think would go really well with a double oak. So I'm looking for like an offsetting profile to just have a balanced experience. What about
All
you?
right. So it definitely depends on the cigar. So if I'm doing like a Drew Estate, let's say a leather rose, and
Hmm.
if it's got the sweetened tip on it, then I will look for something that is sweet, oaky, uh, chocolate coffee forward, something like that, just to pair
Okay.
it with this. Uh, if it's a full bodied cigar, I'll look for like a high rye. Um, I know it's not typical about having super pepper spicy with high rye spicy, but I like it that way.
Okay.
A lot of people tend to go the opposite way. If it's
Hmm.
a full body, then they'll want to balance it out with a a sweeter bourbon.
Yeah, that's where I fall. I haven't really liked Rise with the cigar. I've only had a couple. I was like, I don't think that's how I want to do it.
Really?
Yeah. But this, I get the honey off this. It smells really good. All right. Cheers. My little Kentucky Bourbon Festival taster. I got my media pass, so excited
Did you
to.
you did get your media pass?
I did get my media pass. So I'm excited to get down there and do some really good
I'm
content, maybe do a podcast.
I'm still waiting to hear back from mine.
Okay.
I I talked to I talked to the other half, and if I can get the media pass, she will let me fly down there for a day.
Okay.
So
Nice. All right.
that's why I applied for it. So let's say
Mm.
what's your go to cigar right now? Is it the
Man,
Carrillo?
that's a good pairing. That honey balances that out. A little bit
Now,
sweet. So my go-to right now, I would say this Carilla Sumatra and any of the My Fathers, the Judge or the Blue or the Pepin. I'm gonna have the La Latida, the new one tomorrow night. Um, I those are my go-tos right now.
do you have your cigar blend? Do you have that poured right now?
Or I have it out here. I don't have it poured.
You should pour it next to your Chattanooga and do one puff with the Chattanooga. Do one puff
I
with
can't do that. I have OCD.
that.
It doesn't work that way for me.
It doesn't work that way.
Yeah, so this will be a fun fact that will now be recorded on the podcast forever. Um, I eat my food in order, Shep. So like my food can't touch if it's not supposed to.
I can't have
Um,
I can't mix my
yeah,
food.
and I have to eat like I eat one thing at a time. So let's say I get a steak and potatoes in a roll, right? I'm gonna eat the roll. I'm gonna eat the potatoes, and then I'm gonna eat the steak, and that's just how it's supposed to be. So I can't go back and forth between bourbons. I have to have one at a time.
I never do that, but that's funny because you can do blinds and you can taste different bourbons.
Yeah,
It's it's no
and I think that's
it's no
because
different.
it's designed to be that way. Um, but like think about like so beans and rice and when I eat a lot of Mexican food, like I'll mix it because I feel like it's supposed to be mixed. Mashed potatoes and gravy. Like there's some things that just go together. A blind, you're going through once, you're going back. There's a routine. I can't explain, I can't tell you it makes sense, but in my mind, uh, it's a routine and it's how it's supposed to be. You're not supposed to have two different bourbons at the same time with one cigar, in my mind. So there you go.
Okay, all right. I mean that's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair. Doesn't sound right,
Yeah.
but
So any of our
so
listeners that have any advice on how to
so mashed
make that
potatoes.
make sense, I'd appreciate it.
So speaking of mashed potatoes, if you have mashed potatoes and corn, do you mix those?
No, 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 no.
No.
No, April and Nally get the that bowl from KFC sometimes. It's all that together. I can't even look at it.
That's a little OC.
I know. Yeah, I didn't say it wasn't. Mm. I'll tell you what. I'm glad I got this. $35. This is one of the better $35 bottles out there.
You'll have to send me
I paid for it. Chattanooga's not paying me, but this is a great bottle
the picture of that
for the
bottle.
price.
Maybe I'll go pick it up if I can
Okay.
find it.
Okay. Mm. Yeah, that's pretty good.
I'll tell you what. Don't sleep on that Jack Heritage as a cigar blend because
Okay.
that is. I mean, with it being toasted and 100 proof, it holds its weight with the cigar.
Okay. I haven't. I would assume like a Fiddler toasted or the Penelope, like our toasteds would go pretty well. I know the double oaks do. Cigar blends do. I don't like rye with a cigar, and I don't like the traditional like Stag EH Taylor that I like. I don't like those as much with a cigar. I like them by themselves. So that's kind of my parameters.
Well, I think the reason you don't like them with a cigar is because in your mind they're not made to be paired with a cigar. They're made to be drank.
And in my mouth, they taste really good. And with a
Yeah.
cigar, it distorts that flavor a little bit, and I like them how they are.
What is your favorite cigar brand?
Um, I think right now it's my father. I was Drew Estate when I first started. I've kind of gotten away from the sweet ones. I don't do that very much anymore. Um, I do like the Carrillos. I always had high hopes for the Pledge, and it wasn't as good as I thought it would be.
No.
I didn't like just it wasn't as like I don't know what the note was, but it just had a different note that didn't hit for me. I haven't had a bad My Father yet. Um,
Now,
and I would say that the um I'll still my what got me started was Fuentes. And I would still do like an Opus X or a Don Carlos any day. Like I like those a lot.
I mean, you can't go wrong with a Fuente.
Mm,
Uh, I lean towards the My Fathers as well. Uh, I have had a bunch of Drew Estates, which that's what I began on. And yes, they
mm-hmm,
are sometimes they're too sweet.
mm-hmm,
After a while, you want something bolder, something as your palate changes. I can
mm-hmm.
actually I can actually get more notes off a cigar than I can a bourbon.
Really? Oh wow.
Yeah.
I cannot. I'm not quite there yet. Like I get the peppery or the little bit of like oaky, even like that earthy, but I don't get a lot of different things on cigars yet.
When you puff, do you let it swirl around in your mouth? Do you hold it and let it swirl?
Sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I would have
So
to try.
Heritage is a winner. So we both recommend these pairings then.
Heritage is definitely a winner. I would like to see this with a Joseph Magnus or the Barrel cigar blend.
That's the one I'm pouring next.
The Barrel.
Yeah. It's really risen up there for me with Magnus and it's probably the top two for me. I like that old elk cigar cut. Um
I haven't
I
liked
like the
anything.
Kings.
Penelope, I liked it first, but now
Yeah.
after the others, it's kind of a miss. So I mean, it's still a good pour,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
it's on my cigar blends. My best cigar blend, which I've only had like one pour of it. It's my uh, the Whiskey Society, World Whiskey Society,
Yeah.
which I paid top dollar for that. So that's going to be around for a while.
Yeah, I would like to get the Buzzard's Roost and the Crittenden's cut above. I'd like to get both of those.
Oh, okay.
I haven't had those yet, but I hear good things about them.
Why don't people put out more cigar blends?
I think that's a good question. I think from what I've read and heard, um, it's the finishes. Like they don't do um, a lot of places don't do. I mean, you see, they're usually like have two or three different kinds of finishes within each cigar blend. So I'm assuming that means it takes a little more time. Um, it's a niche market too. Like it doesn't appeal to the masses, I don't think. Like a double oaked or a normal bourbon or rye does. That's my guess. I do know more people are starting to do them. I mean, you see, even 2 years ago, I could get the Magnus and I could get the Old Elk. Um, and that was really it around here. And I mean, now I can get, the Kings is doing batch two, Penelope's gonna do a batch two, I think. Rye three, buzzards. I mean, people that weren't doing them like Crittenden's and buzzards, everybody's starting to do them. I think there'll be more and more come out.
Because I think there needs to be more variety on the market for cigar blends, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, I'll even say like the other one I forget about is I have the Tanager from Still Austin. Um, it's an example of one that and short barrel, the one I have of short barrel. I
Do you
didn't
have
like them as much by themselves,
Do you have the red
but
label
with a
short barrel?
cigar, they're better.
Do you have the red?
No, I don't. Mm-mm, I don't have that one.
Okay,
Do you have that one? Short barrel?
I've got all three of them.
Well, I'm
All
not
three.
as cool as you.
All three. Well, I had to get them a short barrel. I'm a
Yeah, well,
short.
I didn't have the option to get them. I only had the option to get the one I got.
I I'm a short barrel fan. So,
Yeah.
but to be honest with you, you can't taste it. You can't taste the difference between the three.
Oh,
I,
really?
I don't think, in my opinion.
Yeah. So you're with short barrel. How I am with Pursuit. I really like the Pursuit guys and the stuff they do. Um, I wasn't, and I'll have to tell them this when I go there because it's gonna be there, and I'm not gonna get it. But I wasn't necessarily a fan of the Sakura. Um,
Had a pour that you didn't like it.
but yeah, but I've liked literally everything else I've had from them. Like I got the Kodama, I think. Their cognac, their all their double oaks. The double oak rye blend of Ophelia that I got through the P Club is probably the best double oak rye I have by far.
Yeah,
So they do really good stuff. That one was too flowery for me.
that's how I can tell that my humidor is wrong. Is it doesn't stay lit for long. It goes out of.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Mine stays pretty good. And I judge a cigar too by I like it if I can just relax and have it and it just burns even and don't have to relight it hardly ever. Like that's how that means it's wrapped well, and it like I had a the other day, it was a new cigar that just came out. Um it was the Drew Estate Undercrown. It was the new Undercrown 10.
Well, I heard the underground's pretty good.
But so it wasn't bad, but it was very ashy. Like it was just everywhere. Like the ash would just fall off. Like
Fall off.
yeah, it was loosely wrapped, is what like the guy I was talking to that owns the cigar place I go to, and
I had that
it's
problem
just
with.
yeah, it's that happened to him too. Like it's kind of a bad rap.
I had that problem with knuckle sandwiches.
Mm.
Have you had those?
I haven't had those.
Yeah, they're loose wrap. They're like you pick the cigar up and the ash falls off. It doesn't hold tight. And you can probably
So have
maybe
you
get.
had any diesel?
I have not. Who makes
I
diesel?
may they got a new diesel in. I may try.
Diesel their own brand?
No, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's its own brand. Yeah,
Is their own brand? So they're not under like Jew Estate or something like that.
I don't think so.
I didn't know
I don't
acids.
think so. But I'm
Acid,
still I well, I didn't either actually. Yeah. So maybe I need to fact check that. But so for the readers, give me your readers, listeners, give me your top five cigars right now. If they're gonna go out and get a cigar, and your top five
Bourbon,
bourbons to have with a cigar
bourbons, whiskeys,
or rye, whatever you like.
rye, whatever. I haven't had. Some people say that there's some scotches that pair well with cigars. I'm not a scotch guy, but if it pairs well with a cigar, I'm not opposed to trying it. You know.
Okay. So what's your top five cigars? Top five pairing.
Uh, Top five cigars. I would probably say my top cigar right now is the My Father Blue.
Okay.
Um, I like to pair that. That's actually really good with the King's Family cigar blend.
Oh, okay.
But but if I don't have a cigar blend, I would pair it with a something toasted, like an Elijah Craig toasted.
Okay.
Uh, the Acid Blondie I like.
Okay.
That's uh, I haven't paired that yet, but I would imagine anything like a good weeder, like a Weller 107 would probably be good with it.
Okay. Okay.
Um, I like the 20-year acid as well.
Okay.
What would I pair with that? That would probably be a weeder as well. Um, that one I would probably do the Bardstown weeded with that.
Okay.
And I haven't ventured off too many other brands, but like the Leather Rose, of course, is good with. Unfortunately, it's good with the Double Oak with Woodford. It's good with
Ah.
that, but I'm not a Woodford Double Oak fan. But I bet you with the Conviction Double Oak, it would be outstanding.
Oh, I still have that Conviction Double Oak cigar actually.
I have two of them. I haven't cracked it yet,
I forgot about that.
but I should have done. That'll be my next.
Okay. Yeah, so I would say was that five or was that four?
That was four. I can't think of another one. Um, I don't know that Cool Brew, that Asylum Cool Brew is
Yeah.
really, really, really good. But I
Okay.
don't know if I would pair that a with a bourbon. I mean, I'm sure it's good with a bourbon,
Yeah.
but I bet you it would be really good with an espresso.
Okay. I've yet to have a cigar and coffee, but I may be doing that soon.
You haven't had a cigar and coffee.
Mm-mm.
Do you drink coffee?
Because I only have cigars. I've only had cigars at night, never in the morning, and I don't drink coffee at night. But okay, so I'll give you five. I'll give you five different brands, and then five different bourbons
Well, I see the
that I
brand.
would. You see what?
I see the brand on your hat.
Oh yeah, so that is one of them. Um, so we'll start there. So these wouldn't be in any particular order, but there is one bougie combination that I like. Um, I'll save that one for number five. But I do like the Perdomo, the champagne. Um, I do like that one, and I would put that with this little bit stronger bourbon. So like the probably think like a stronger double oaked or a stronger cigar blend. So for me, that would be the Kings is a little bit higher proof, or like a Peerless double oaked or even a Peerless toasted.
Toasted.
I think that would pair well with a little bit lighter cigar. Um, I like the Rocky Patel, the Emerald. Um, I think that's a good cigar.
Is that
I
the
think
green label?
that pairs well. Yeah, the green. I think that would probably pair. I think I haven't paired it with like the Old Elk, but I really like the Old Elk cigar blend. I can see those going together pretty well. Um, if I did do a Drew Estate, I would probably, if I gravitate to any of those, it's the Dominica. So, and that one's not quite as sweet as the other ones. And I would probably for that one then um, go to like a if you're thinking of a good everyday bottle, that Old Forester, the 1910, that double oaked.
Okay.
Um, I think that would go well together. Um, if you then go to this Carrillo, like the Sumatra, I'm about to have it with the barrel blends, and I'm anticipating this to be really good together. Mm, I was right. That's really good.
Yeah, I'm
This is
impressed.
one I could drink by itself too.
I'm impressed with that barrel cigar blend. It's good.
Yeah. So I would do that, and then I would do the My Father. I would pick is probably the Don Pepin. I just got that last week, and
That's the one
it's
you told
so
me.
good.
So I'm gonna.
Yeah, it's a little bit stronger, and that one I might then pair with something like oh um maybe a weeded for that one. So I don't do a lot of weededs um with cigars, but the 107 would be a really good pair.
Think that would
Or if you
balance.
have and like in yeah, so balance it out. So and if you can't get that, if you can get the Bardstown, or if you can get like um the new Blue Note weeded is good, might balance it out. And then my bougie pairing though is an Opus X, like a Forbidden or a Champion with Joseph Magnus. Like that's cream of the crop for me. If that's a celebration pairing,
Yeah, that's a high price pairing there. Well, the Opus
it
X, the
is, but it's
Opus
good.
X is usually 52.
Oh, see, I can get them for about 30.
Oh, really? I can't find any Opus
Yeah.
X anywhere for under 50 here.
Oh wow. Yeah, they're about 30. I paid more for that Champion, but the Forbiddens I got were right at 30. Um, and then the Magnus is coming down. I saw it for 185 the other day, so it's getting better.
They're 169 here.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
And that
Do you
and
own
that
one?
yeah, I have one.
Okay.
Uh, and I think the reason why is because people around here don't drink cigar blends. So people have
Okay.
shelf and they're just trying to get rid of them. So,
That's crazy.
but what's funny as well is like in Corona Cigar at the bar, they don't have many cigar. They got one cigar blend. And it's the Joseph Magnus. Everything else is just
Huh.
bourbon.
Wow. Yeah, the cigar bar I go to has zero cigar blends. He has a hard time getting allocations too, though.
Well, that's because he's not selling
Right.
stuff to get his allocations up.
Right.
But
Right.
I find it hard to go to a cigar bar and sit there and drink and want to pair something just because a lot of these cigar bars around here have just general offerings. Don't have
Yeah.
a lot of them like Corona Cigar. They have a lot of Scotch. I guess because everybody that goes there is a Scotch drinker.
Okay.
So I mean, do you have any Scotch?
I do not. I've dabbled in trying scotches and single malts and Irish whiskeys, but everything I've tried's been peated, and I hate that taste. So I haven't been able to get past it.
I'm gonna have
Oh,
to try
hey,
pair with a
sorry.
tequila.
Oh yeah, I was trying to get into those a little bit. So I had that Don Julio the other day. It was good in a margarita. Um, I had that Suerte that they sent to me that was really good.
I'll have to
I want to get
I'll have to send
a
you some
couple
hand
more.
of some
Okay,
tequila and just put it on ice and just sip it. They're so good.
is that how you drink yours? Is on ice?
How I drink mine, yeah.
Okay, okay,
And I'm not a tequila drinker, never was,
yeah,
but those tequilas that I got, they're additive free, so of course no hangover. But
yeah.
they're tasteful, they're easy sippers, smooth, almost like water.
We'll have to try them. Expand my repertoire a little bit. I can see liking that before I like Scotch. So we'll see. So I feel like we'd be remiss if we didn't cover sports a little bit. My Thunder are undefeated. Um, hey, mm-mm, sorry. My Thunder are undefeated. Uh, who's gonna win? Looks like Spurs are up 3-2. Who's gonna win? The Knicks look good.
Knicks look good.
And then you got 76ers playing right now, right?
What about the Pistons?
They're playing the Pistons.
How about the Yankees?
Yeah, well, Freed left today with an elbow thing, so we'll see.
We got World Cup coming up.
Yeah.
We've got that coming up.
Uh,
We've got Indianapolis 500 coming up.
the Preakness is coming up.
Preakness. Yep.
And then for us, for people here, we've really get into OU softball, and they got regionals this weekend.
I haven't really ever got into women's softball.
I really like it. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun to watch. Yeah.
Do you ever watch lacrosse?
I cannot get into lacrosse.
Really?
Yeah.
What about hockey?
Nope. Lacrosse, hockey, soccer. I can't really watch. I can't watch those.
Hmm. That's
You like
interesting.
them?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like them because they're contact sports.
Mm, okay.
I
I know
like
I grew up small town America with baseball, basketball, and football.
well, like
And
I
that's what I've pretty much gravitated to.
I grew up baseball, played baseball in college, and but I like contact sports.
Well, I mean football is always gonna be my favorite.
Well, yeah,
But I enjoy a good baseball game or a basketball not as much. Like I like March Madness.
I love
Um
March
and
Madness.
then women's softball is kind of a late ad. But
I can
yeah.
watch, I can watch basketball playoffs. I can't watch regular season,
Yeah, agreed.
but
Agreed.
you don't watch any racing though, do you? You don't like racing?
I don't mind it. It's just it doesn't keep my attention. Yeah. I know there's nuances and things that I should appreciate and I get that. I don't know them well enough to really appreciate it. So it doesn't keep my attention like it does for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Definitely appreciate what they can do and and understand the the athleticism and the strategy and the skills they have to have. But it doesn't, yeah, just doesn't keep my interest.
So what
I barely have time to follow the sports I follow too. So,
what bourbons are you hunting? You
uh,
you've already got your 15.
you know, I got my 15. Um, I have that old Louisville on the way from NCF. I'm excited for that. Um,
What are you
I
let,
Good.
let's let's change it to what are you looking to hopefully obtain at KBF?
Well, yeah. So let me back that up in that I'm hoping to attain a few things at the Pursuit when I go down for the Pursuit Palooza.
In
Um, that's in June.
June.
And I know there's going to be some bottles there and some different distilleries we go to, but I'm really hoping I'm going to try. I'm going to be close enough to go down to Old Forester, and I would really love to get lucky and be able to get the President's Choice, either the bourbon or the rye. I really want to obtain those bottles.
Have you had both? Have you had the bourbon and the rye, or have you just had
I've just had the rye.
the rye?
Yeah,
That and you had that at the cigar bar in North Carolina.
yeah, yeah. It was delicious, like I thought it would be. Um, I would love to get those at KBF. I would love. I mean, it just I don't know what's coming out, but um, the Booker's Reserves this year. I'm looking forward to see what that looks like. That usually comes out around that time. Um, in fact, so we talked about this. Like instead of standing in line, I got that Penelope lineup last year. I don't know if I'll do that again. Um, I think I would rather go to Jim Beam, go to Heaven Hill. Like I really would like to get the 90th or the 22 year. Um, or they usually drop in old fits around that time if that's older. Um, I would love to get those somehow at the distillery, but I just don't want to stand in that line at KBF to get those.
That's understandable. Are you going
What
to
about you? If you get to go for one day, is there a bottle you have to have?
bottle I have to have? Not particularly.
Okay.
I'm really, honestly, I think I'm done searching unless something falls in my lap. Um,
Yeah. You say that every week though.
I do say that every week.
And then you picked up the old granddad single barrel today. So
But yeah, yeah. I mean, I
yeah.
had to have it.
We need to do an episode on like bourbon lies that we tell ourselves. Like, um,
What lies do we tell ourselves?
I'm
Uh,
not gonna search anymore.
I,
There's
I
nothing I want. Uh, I need to
more,
quit spending money.
more.
Uh, what's the other ones? Like, I don't have FOMO. Like, it's okay if you have bottles I don't. We don't mean that. Like, we want everything each other has. I'm
True.
truly happy for you that you have it, but that doesn't mean I don't want it.
And if you got it, it makes me want to get it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. So no, there's a handful I'm hoping for. I'm being a little more selective than years past, and that's probably a lie I'm telling myself. But I thought the craft distilleries do a good job of bringing some new stuff too, and so just have to see what they have.
And that's probably, if I do go for one day, that's where I'll spend most of my time is in the craft, on the craft side.
That's where we hung out quite a bit. Penelope did have a really cool patio that we hung out on,
Which
because
don't
we
have,
could kind of sit
I
in
don't,
one place, but I don't know if they're doing that.
just because you can't do, they're not doing mixed cocktails anymore.
True.
So,
Yeah, true. So I don't know. We'll see.
which I
Um,
wonder why they changed that. Wonder why they're doing that.
I don't know. I mean, it wasn't like it was hurting sales, so I don't know. I mean, everybody's still buying everything they could get their hands on. So I highly recommend Carrillo if you haven't tried them. Highly recommend Barrel if you haven't given Barrel a shot. They have a lot of different varieties, but
I
this
had
cigar blend's
cigar blend from Barrel. Yeah,
great.
100%.
Yeah. All
I
right. Any final thoughts?
I haven't had the Old Elk. I do want to try that, the cigar blend. So
Oh yeah. Okay.
um, keep that in mind. I
Okay.
wouldn't I wouldn't mind trying that. I don't ever see Old Elk. The only Old Elk we have down here is usually the weeded or the is it the four grain?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's
I
usually
don't
the
really like the other Old Elks. I just like the cigar blend.
really.
Yeah. Yeah. So quick promo. We are scheduled to interview Amin, the owner of Old Louisville, next week. So look for that to drop next week. Excited to. I've never actually met him, so excited to meet him. And if you guys have any questions for him, drop them in the comments, and we'll make sure and get those to him. Get ask those questions, and looking forward to a good interview with him.
We'll put him in the spotlight.
Yeah, put him in the spotlight. All right, Shep. Appreciate it, and
All right.
we'll wrap this up, and we'll talk to everybody soon. Cheers.
Cheers.